Welcome to Teach with Mr. Hawkins, Episode 6. Today's book, The Rough-Faced Girl by R. Martin and D. Shannon. It's an Algonquin oral folktale, traditional story that was passed down generation to generation. This one is often called a Cinderella story. We'll talk more about that later. In this story, the rough-faced girl grows up in a village. She's from a poor family. She's treated poorly by her sisters and by the villagers, but she does get a Cinderella ending. When using this book, I like to have the students look at the cover and I ask them this question. How is this person feeling? How do you know? And I have them discuss it with each other. And there's a lot of details for them to talk about in this picture. That's why it's good for that question. Before reading it, I also turn to page 1. And page 1 shows a traditional Algonquin village before first contact times. Like it's the way it used to be. And I think it's important to show them that and maybe even talk about that a bit. I want them to understand that about this story, that this is a traditional story and it represents a traditional way of life of the Algonquin people. And then I read the story. I read most of it right through, although I like to stop at page 15. At page 15, the rough-faced girl has made a decision. She's doing something and the villagers act a certain way. And it lends itself to the question, what do you think of the villagers' actions? And it's a good empathy question if you're into character education type things and character traits. A lot of times empathy is one of the character traits we want students to be aware of and able to use. And empathy certainly comes into play at that point in the story. Following up this book, why is it a Cinderella story? It's a very obvious question. There is definitely Cinderella story aspects to it that you can discuss and break down with the students. For older students, what is the purpose of the story? It's from a passed down oral tradition, so it was told for a reason, and every detail was intentional. And that's important with folk tales and oral tradition stories, is there's a reason the story was told the way it's being told. Thanks for watching Teach with Mr. Hawkins. I hope this has been helpful and inspiring. Please subscribe. That's our feedback that helps encourage us to make more videos. Thanks for watching.